Very good morning, one and all. Let me put my chat bar. Very good morning, one and all. This is Kaunan Shahidi, and I welcome you to another empowering morning conversations with Sugdeepak Malwai. And today, sir is going to take us through a wonderful topic. I was just kidding, but last evening I got a message from Sugdeepak sir that why don't you take tomorrow's sessions? I said, how can I take session when you are present? So my desire is that he takes us through today's session, whatsoever topic he has, but if he insists, I will try to share some of my thoughts.
Yeah, and the session that I'm going to take today is to hand over the session to Gunesh Shahidi. Come on, Gunesh, you can do it.
Very smart. Good. So thank you so much, sir. And thank you all for joining in today's Empowering Morning Conversations, Sugdeepak Malwai. And I see one new person coming for the first time to this session. And I would like to welcome and invite Pandya and Rajan, if you can come on camera and introduce yourself. If not, be comfortable wherever you are and enjoy the session. So to start with, Pandya, are you there? Okay.
Yeah, I'm there. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much because I want to be the part of the session. So now I have a time. So your session also, I'm really surprised to see you here. So I'm really waiting for a powerful. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Unfortunately, Sugdeepak sir is not taking the session today. You would have more surprise, but just you have to bear with me. But keep on coming every day because Empowering Morning Conversations, if you are regular to this channel, if you're watching this on YouTube, you know what exactly the Sugdeepak Malwai, with his experience of 35 plus years of transforming human beings, bringing every day, every morning at 7 a.m. India time to you. If you have not subscribed, subscribe this channel and like it. You will get every day very powerful golden nuggets of wisdom to transform your life. That's what I can say with conviction because I am the witness personally. So thank you so much. Now, what exactly we are going to do today is we'll be starting with quick questions so that we get out from the sleep mode. So what exactly we do here, let me request you all to share whatsoever you think you know, basically, that what do we do here every morning. So may I request Priya ji, what exactly we do here every morning, Priya ji? Just one point.
So for me, I shift from my negatives to positives, and my default mode, I just leave my default mode behind and be in the create mode all the time.
Okay, very good. So the first point what Priya ji mentioned, and as you all know that we shift ourselves from default mode or survival mode to create mode. That is the first thing what we do. And what is survival mode or default mode? Let me request Shakti ji to share what exactly the default or survival mode, Shakti ji.
Morning, sir. Good morning, everyone. Creation mode is whatever we are doing with some intentions. Default mode is without our consciousness, whatever actions we are performing, this call is just default mode.
Thank you. Thanks for sharing. So, friends, when we are in the default mode, we are always resisting, blaming, complaining that why it is happening to me. And we always blame someone else for our situation and whatsoever happening to us. So we practice here to shift ourselves from that default mode to create mode, as Shakti mentioned, with complete consciousness and awareness, bringing something new. Thank you so much. Now let's listen from Hasina ji. What else we do every morning, Hasina ji, here in other than shifting? Yeah.
We shift from negative thoughts to positive thoughts.
Wonderful. Thanks for sharing. So we also shift, friends, from negativity to positivity. And as Sugdeepak Malwai sir always say that we all know that wherever we are always bombarded with negativity. Most of the people, majority, we live in the negativity. And negativity is nothing but, again, blaming, complaining, something resisting that it should not happen. So we shift from negativity to positivity. That's the second powerful things which we do every morning here. Now, let me ask Vetriji that what is the third point? What is the third element? What is the third factor we achieve every morning with empowering morning conversations?
According to me, EMC is a mirror, compass, and so many things. Why I say this? Every day morning, it reminds me who I am. It reminds me where I am going, and it reminds me what is my responsibility.
That's true. That's true. Thanks for sharing. And in other words, the third important thing is that we look for possibility, and we all are possibility seekers here. And if you want to shift from default to create mode, if you want to shift yourself from negativity to positivity, ultimately you become powerful human being with seeking possibilities. That's what we do every morning here. So thank you so much for sharing. And today we are going to talk with next 20-25 minutes is something which we always be fearful. And for that, let me pull in my slides, which is always helpful, and it will help us to take us through. And just a moment. Give me thumbs up if you can see my screen. Very good. So what we are going to talk today about something which you can see is losing. See, we always say that life is a game. We have to be the winner. We always love to win, isn't it? But today we are going to talk about losing. So what's your thought about losing? Anyone? You can raise your hand or you can unmute and speak. What's your thought about losing? Let me invite Abu Bakr. Mr. Abu Bakr. Then
yes, sir. Good morning. Yeah, losing is the first step. So I don't think it is the opposite of win. This is the way to win.
Wonderful. Thanks for sharing. Let's listen from Shakti ji.
Losing is the powerful step, sir. It's like, from my perspective, it's a positive thing, because unlearning is the most important thing, because we know how to learn, but unlearning and losing is also very important.
Thank you so
much. If we are losing some unwanted stuff only, we can gain a lot of new things.
Thank you so much, Shakti ji. Thank you so much, Abu Bakr. And I think most of you will definitely agree on this, that losing is something very important, not from the other perspective. And let me request Sukdeepak sir, he wants to say something. Yes, sir, please. Ask to unmute.
Sorry, winning or losing are labels that we give. Right? So what we call as losing is just another event, which we label as losing. Okay. Now, I'm a very experienced man as far as losing is concerned. I mean, if you want to define it like that. But because I did not, I said, okay, here's another event in my life. I discovered that whatever we call as losing, these experiences are the ones where we learn the most. Okay, so I'm saying that if we do not label it as losing, and we just say that, all right, here is another event in my life, then I will get massive breakthroughs, massive learnings out of it. So that's what I wanted to say.
Perfectly. Makes sense, sir. Thank you so much. Mr. Prasad Garu, please, sir.
No, what I thought was, if you don't meet your expectations, you feel that you lost. That's all.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Now, as you rightly mentioned, in general term, if you go out of this conversation and you ask some ordinary people, normal person, what exactly the meaning of losses or the losing, they have a different perception of the different meaning. Most of us, we label losing is something as if we are giving up something which we had, but now we have to give it up. But here in this morning conversations with the August gathering, we, as rightly Sukdeepak sir and you all mentioned, that losing can be a calibrated approach done intentionally for higher gains. And that's what I wanted to focus on today's empowering morning conversations with Sukdeepak Malwai, so that we start giving the value, the importance as well. And as Abu Bakr mentioned, there's a first step. First step towards what? First a step towards the getting consciously awareness. So losing as an art, and it's an art, a very conscious move by accepting that, yes, this is what it is, and I am ready to lose. So if you have to lose anger, what will you get? I've just covered the word, but I would like to listen. Anyone can raise the hand. If you lose anger, you find what?
Peace,
Yeah,
peace.
yeah.
You find peace. Okay, let's see what's there. Yes. Perfect. Correct answer, Ashokji, Samira ma'am, and if you all know this. So the point here is that anger is there, and anger has been created by universe in our personality or as a human being. But as Sukdeepak sir always say that he uses anger intentionally wherever it is required. But if by default we are getting angry, or if we have anger in our nature, and if we are aware that, yes, I become angry, or I have this habit of getting angry, then consciously lose it. And when you consciously lose anger, you find peace. Now, if you lose doubt, what will you gain? Shakti ji.
Clarity.
Clarity. Let's see what's hidden there. You get trust. You can also say clarity, all the positive words. So we have to lose doubt in case we have doubt about self, about others, about universe, or whatsoever it is, but start with self. So if you lose doubt, you gain trust. And then other one is that when you lose fear, what do you get?
Confidence.
Courage.
You get
Courage.
confidence, you get courage,
Power.
you get power. Yes. What is hidden here for me is that faith. So when you lose fear, you gain faith on self and others, universe in totality. Great. Moving ahead. Now, when wanderings are lost, what is found? You can unmute yourself. Yeah.
Path.
Path. Okay. Let's see what's there. Yes, path is found. So when wandering, when you don't know, when you're aimless, if that is lost, you get a direction, you get a path. That's the power of losing. Now, another one. In loss of craving, what is achieved? Anyone? In loss of craving.
Satisfaction.
Satisfaction. Let's see what's there. Self-control, I have put it. So if you have sort of craving of something, like normally for me, when we do the fasting of during the Ramadan season, if you are aware of this, or whenever you do the fasting, you have the craving of food, and someone say that if you can control your craving of food, that is the best way of self-control. So, or anything, whatsoever cravings you have, if you can manage that, if you lose that craving, you get that self-control. That's what is achieved. What else? Yeah, when helplessness is lost, what is found? When you lose helplessness, what do you get?
Courage.
Courage.
Great.
Okay, let's see what's there. Shanti ji, Shakti ji? Hope. Hope. Let's see what's there. You find empowerment. Whatever you say, it would be there, it's definitely possible. But what I have put here is that, so when you feel that you are helpless, when you lose the helplessness, when you get courage, confidence, then you get empowerment. And empowerment is nothing but, as Sukdeep sir said, that we all are powerful human being, but when we lose, we don't feel like. But when we feel that, yes, we are powerful, we get all the empowerment. Let's see what's next. Yep. When we lose judgment, what is the change? When you lose judgments, this is the biggest one I have in my experience.
Point of view, clarity.
Creation.
Clarity. Point of views.
Creation.
Creation. Okay. All of that stuff, sir. Allowance is also correct answer. What I have given is the joyfulness. So when we lose the judgment, when, as yesterday Sukdeep sir was talking, it's all about joy every moment. And last but not the least, this is the most, I don't say important, but very relevant word, ego, is being used in very common conversations. When we talk about someone, we always listen this word that, oh, I do have ego, or he has the ego. But what is ego? Let me request and ask who can answer me. Premji, are you there, sir? Mr. Prem Gandhi? If not, let me request.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Sir, control is something. First, the ego.
But
ego हमको ना बहुत दूर ले जाती है आप लोग.
Correct. But what is ego? वो है क्या?
Ego is demand.
Okay.
Ego is अपने आप को सुपर दिखाना.
Okay.
Feel super. You are loser. I'm super. It is the ego.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for sharing. Let me request the Shakshi ji. She's also here, so we are fortunate enough to have her in this conversation. And Shakshi ji, as you all know, she's a poet, she's an author, and she's also working on parenting. Shakshi ji, if you can hear us, if you can unmute and let us know what exactly you mean ego, or what is ego?
Yes, good morning, everyone. See, ego may have different definition to different people. For me, ego is when you give undue importance to yourself, or more importance to yourself than others. And when you give equal importance to yourself to others, it is self-respect. So ego is giving an extra importance or extra pampering to yourself. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks for sharing. Well, we will discuss later about this. So, but whatsoever you have and whatsoever meaning you have given to this word ego, if you lose it, and when in losing ego, one gains core values, the divine essence, and then we be in allowance, we be in the consciousness where everything exists and nothing is judged. That's the power of losing ego. Now, moving next, in summary, friends, what I have learned, and this is what I wanted to share, and as Sukdeep sir has always told us time and again, that life is nothing but the collection of experiences. Every moment we experience the experience, and collectively it becomes life. Now, wherever we are today, if we look back, we always find the experiences in forms of memories or whatsoever we want to label it. So life is nothing but the collection of experiences every moment. And every experience brings an opportunity for all of us to become a better version of ourselves. So every moment, the experience, what we are experiencing, is telling us that give a pause, think how you can become better version of yourself. Learn something, as Sukdeepak sir says that. So every experience is a lesson, it's a learning point, and it gives an opportunity. And every loss is what? Because during that experience, when we are having that experience and we are experiencing the experience, whatever we discussed, either the fear or the ego or the judgments, if we lose those things, whatsoever we have labeled, and we believe that is not going to help me, then every loss is what? Anyone? Every loss
It's a gain.
is a
It's a
gain.
gain.
Is a gain. That's the correct answer. Thank you so much. So every experience is a lesson and every loss is a gain. So don't be fearful of losing something. Be generous in losing all such things what we discussed. So this comes to the last slide. So thank you so much for giving your attention and participating actively. In summary, losing is the first step, as Abu Bakr mentioned, and we must consciously identify that what exactly those things. And if you remember in one of the conversations, Sukdeepak sir had mentioned that every moment we do resist something. So identify what exactly is there which is leading me to resist this experience. And when you identify those resistance within ourselves, and when you lose it, then you gain something. So thank you so much for attention. And with this, I would like to hand over back this session to Sukdeepak Malwai. Thank you, sir, for giving this opportunity and allowing me to share my thoughts today. Thank you so much. Back to you.
Sir, you're on mute.
Thank you for the good session and everybody who participated in that session. And before we close the session today, I will invite Vetrivel to share some shairi from his Thurkural, and then we will invite Kunen for his shairi, and then we will formally close the session. So Vetrivel, over to you.
Sorry, I have put in a question that what I am when I talk about losing, so what I am fearful is about losing money, losing love, losing self-confidence.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, okay. Got it. I just saw it in the chat. So is there a question or it's a comment?
No, it's a question, it's a concern.
Okay, but that's the label that you give now, Abhinav.
Yeah.
See, if suppose it is just another event in your life. Let me give you an example. Like suppose you're walking out of your door and you bang your shoulder on the door. Will you sit there and lament about it? You will say, "Acha, theek hai, lag gaya, chalo, aage badho." Similarly, suppose when something great happens, you say, all right, it's great. And something not great happens, you'll say, okay, if it's just an event for you and you do not label it as a loss, okay, ye ho gaya, it's just an event. It's just a what so, right? Then what becomes possible for you? See, if you listen to what Kunen was saying carefully, the moment you label it as a loss, you'll start resisting it. Kyun hua? Nahi hona chahiye tha. This is not correct, it is always happening to me, blah, blah, blah. And when you are in a state of resistance, then in that particular episode, if there was some learning for you, you will never get it, no? And that is one of the reasons why, things keep happening again and again. You will notice certain type of things keep repeating themselves because the lesson that is there in it, you never took it. जो आपको उससे सीखना चाहिए था वो आपने कभी सीखा ही नहीं क्योंकि आप उसका प्रतिरोध करने में लगे हुए थे. So what you're calling it as a loss, and you understand, I'm not a stranger to these things. All of these things, right?
You have dealt powerfully with such situations.
This is how I dealt with it, by saying, all right, this is another episode in my life. And the question that I would ask is, what's in it for me? If this is a gift from the Almighty, every experience is a gift from the Almighty, is it not? So if it is just an experience and it has been given to you, then there must be some purpose in it. Kuch to maksad hoga na? If an obstacle is coming in our path, there must be some purpose, no? Suppose we just accept it and say, and we are in allowance of it, and we say, all right, this too has some purpose for me, this too has a benefit for me, this is an opportunity for me to be a better version of myself, then you will get something out of it. Then you will welcome all these setbacks. In fact, if you see, Abhinav, how much of our life is built on trying to avoid setbacks? How much of our life is built on trying to avoid failures? See, nobody can guarantee you what is going to happen. Nobody. You lose whatever logic you may like to use. There is no guarantee that any action that you do will 100% give you your desired result. So you can only do your actions, right? Of course, you should plan your actions in such a way that you get your desired result. But if you don't, then you will call it failure. Am I right? मैंने सब कुछ किया मगर मुझे रिजल्ट हासिल नहीं हुआ, सो इसीलिए ये मैं फेल हो गया. और you say कि नहीं हुआ. What else is possible? It's another very nice question to ask. What else is possible? I only did what I thought was possible. जो मुझे संभव लगा वो मैंने किया. Yeah, Uma, I understand that. I also lost my spouse.
I know it. That's a great pain.
Yeah, it is. And then you take that pain, you experience that pain, and you move on. Or you can hold on to that pain in your chest forever and not move on. So which one will it be? That is the choice you have to make, no?
Right.
See, that is why I always say human beings have got a choice. Now, if you choose to hold on to your pain and your sadness and stay with it, that's your choice.
The memory brings you back again.
All right. If this pain and suffering has been given to me by the Almighty, then there must be some purpose in it. So that is called trusting, And if you do that, it is possible that you may not be lamenting so much. Okay. You may discover why is it that it has happened? What is it that you have to take out of it? What new direction you can make for your life? You can decide all that. You can choose all that. Are you getting it?
Yes.
So does it answer your question, both of you? Abhinav? I think it basically boils down to something very fundamental. And that is, am I going to keep on judging and labeling everything that happens in my life? घटनाएं घटती रहती हैं, हम उनको लेबल देते रहते हैं. We keep on giving labels to them. And some of those labels you like very much, you'll say, very nice thing has happened. And something you say, oh, this is very bad has happened. You don't like that. So we are stuck in that game, no? So Abhinav, you didn't answer my question. Did you get an answer to your question?
Yes. Yes,
Great.
Deepak.
Thank you for taking the answer. All right, so Kunen Saab and Vetrivel Saab, Let's start with Vetrivel.
Wonderful, sir. Sir, before Saidi, can I share 1 minute? I feel like on insights.
Yes, why not?
Thank you very much, sir. It's amazing session, Kunalji. Beautiful. We never thought through this perspective of learning everything through losing. What insights I got from your session is life is a flow. It's a constant motion. If we losing, no, it reminds me that I am in the game. If I'm not losing, I got stagnated. It's a death. So first step is start losing. Then you have a choice. Either you're going on a right direction or a wrong direction, it is your choice. You lose self-confidence or you lose judgment. You have a choice, but start losing it. If you're losing it, you are in the game. You are in the flow, you are in the motion. So even if you lose for something good also, you just pat on your back because you're in the game. I want to close this with a statement saying that if you gain, you succeed. If you lose, you learn. If you are not gaining, if you are not losing, you fail. With that thought, I would like to share a small sayari, which is already I shared, but it is very appropriate. It says this way. In Tamil Tirukkural, one of the favorite is Allavai Theriya Aram Pedagum Nallavai Nadi Idiya Solin. The meaning of it is if you want goodness to blossom or flourish, bad thing has to reduce, lose. You have to lose bad things, then good things will blossom because you are made of it. You don't need to gain from outside. You are that good thing. To come into the play, you have to start losing all bad thing you have. You are a gem. You are a diamond. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Vetri. My shairi today, I would like to dedicate to Abhinav ji. Abhinav ji, आपके लिए है. Are you there? Abhinav ji.
Yes, boss, I'm there.
अर्ज किया है सर के मुश्किलें जरूर हैं मगर ठहरा नहीं हूं मैं. मुश्किलें जरूर हैं मगर ठहरा नहीं हूं मैं. मंजिल से जरा कह दो अभी पहुंचा नहीं हूं मैं. कदमों को बांध ना पाएगी मुसीबत की जंजीरें. कदमों को बांध ना पाएंगी मुसीबत की जंजीरें. रास्तों से जरा कह दो अभी भटका नहीं हूं मैं. रास्तों से जरा कह दो अभी भटका नहीं हूं मैं.
Would you like to translate that? Hasina ji, how about the translation?
Yeah, line by line.
मुश्किलें जरूर हैं मगर ठहरा नहीं हूं मैं.
Can't get the word for mushkil.
Difficulties are
difficulties are there, but I have not stopped.
Yes. मंजिल से जरा कह दो अभी पहुंचा नहीं हूं मैं.
Tell the destination I haven't reached yet.
कदमों को बांध ना पाएंगी मुसीबत की जंजीरें.
The troubles of chain of troubles will not stop my walk. I don't
Yes.
know, not that.
Yeah.
रास्तों से, yeah.
The chains of difficulties will not stop me.
Stop me. Yeah.
रास्तों से जरा कह दो अभी भटका नहीं हूं मैं.
Tell the roads I'm not lost yet.
Yes. So the journey is ongoing. Keep on losing, keep on gaining, and may all of life comes to us with ease, joy, and glory.
Yep.
Right.
Thank you, Kunan. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for wonderful participation. And God bless you all and have a wonderful day. Right? And all the good to great participants, I'll see you in the evening at 8:30 without fail. Don't forget to be there on time. So thank you. Bye-bye. Have a great day. God bless you.
Thank you, sir. Stay safe, stay blessed all.